so are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
You just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run it with a draw play. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Up the sideline to the 40. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So That might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
In motion comes Thomas. Now, this looks like a design run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen, and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the time.
And this one is blocked. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6. Thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Young. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Here's a designed run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
And he's in! Touchdown, Arizona. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Cardinals are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Browns. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns are back within 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Browns will take over possession here at the 44.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Browns cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remained in this first half, as that one's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
With the score, Cardinals 21, Browns 20.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action with Young. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. On play action, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Try again. It's second and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Young to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Got it. Ready? Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Set it. Here's Young to throw. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Now a loose football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put the tight end Brown in motion. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Cleveland. In motion comes Thomas. Now give on the ground, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. The outside complete to Thomas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can...
A big hole. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Big play coming up. This is third down. In motion comes Thomas. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. Here's the option, running right. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Here we go. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here is 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go!
Here's Barkley. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Cardinals. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. Down on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Oh, the ball's out. The Browns have it.
Oh my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. This has really been the story of this entire game. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here we go. One final play. He'll try to run for it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say, so long from Glendale.
Shook my, yeah, I'm finna give y'all another hit.